capture. It's just to capture all the information Dina, Dr. Mega through because we don't have it. And this online makes it a lot easier or borrow any extra work for anybody because now once you feel it, submit it goes to our database. It's just there. It makes it easier, you know, for under administer this thing to do so because onye ọbụla, you know, from EC to ODDUA, whether you've been member for 20 years or 1 year, because let's recapture this. That's the idea. So let's continue with Dr. Men. But we're also hoping today or the kind mother 13 on this meeting, but in here on top when we're 14 people, if I'm nation and I do register go already. So the response they really, you know, very bad. Where we are not getting any response from our group. In for the first one, Mary Ndua Goba, Chinedu Kamel, Fado di Megwa, Ifeyinwa di Marok, Patrick Ndua Goba, Uslan Ndua Goba, Emeka Oragudos, Mrs. Hanum Gosin, Professor Edmond Buchiokwe, Arinzi Ikeme, John Ugonabo, Victor Ndua Goba, and Chike. Oh, that's
Emeka, refresh. We just so
America, I have a question.
Okay.
Do you need MD Maryland to redo this because we've done all our?
Because we can, because in my information I collected different from this a little bit, you know, we added some more info. So especially
the children, the number of children in each family and each age, each child's age. Yeah, we need those.
Okay.
Yeah, kita alright go see if Dr. Russell I can bujo I want to call his in chel HNM is go registration I'm gonna be the one and have new one and if so now if any they go and because many people doesn't know because of most of them they might Zoom they've already registered.
Exactly.
So I wanted to I and I could see again Nakita, this is a brand new destination on your bit fresh. Okay, I didn't have that idea. So I'll be a meeting in the Houston can go here again because I thought most of them has already registered. Yeah.
I think the one thing that that is different here is that we want to also emphasize the number of children in each family, their age, so that way we can at least be able to, if we have to assess the groups, then we'll have their age information. And I remember what you're talking about, because I remember you had submitted to
list.
Right? There was something he submitted for the group, but not all the variables that we have here in that one. I'm asking Mazi Oragutus.
Yeah, not all the variables. We added a lot of, especially with the children. Adoran and Cafe, you know, and a lot of things may have changed, my phone number, my addresses. So I'm working with all this. You got to go on your submit, I additional the accurate one. That would be great.
Okay.
So we know families by their village and also by their region and the age of their children.
So I don't know when you're on a meeting now, I can't submit because in your life.
Okay,
yes, because
make sure it takes less than 3 minutes. You're done.
Exactly. That's true. That is true. It's
less than 3 minutes.
Okay, let me go ahead and.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, good afternoon, everyone.
I'll submit the
Yeah, Shadrach, you could go ahead and submit.
I should go ahead.
Yeah, the link in our ODDUA stuff.
As an England question, I have a question. Just
okay,
ask,
go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Like some of us said that the form has been submitted before, like I already submitted my own, but this is a new one or new version. This form now, on a room for update or when information. Like now, from I think somebody was saying that the only thing we knew now this from the number of children or children aspects. Like now, we don't have to, you feel like get the whole form again, or room for update, we have to add a 3 or 4 as case may be.
Yes, anyway, room for update. Very, very, it's either you want update, each choice send it to me direct, or each of we generally fill the form, that's okay. So any way you want to do it for the update, you can just send me the update directly, open if you look here before. Or you can fill the form again, or when if anything wrong with it, it goes back to our database. I will just go there and make sure not arrive. It will simply overwrite if it will go.
So to help Emeka answer Chijoke. So Chijoke, we don't have the high level IT system where you can log into your own special portal and update your information. So this is just a group portal. So unfortunately, if you start getting to special portal, individual portal for every member to be able to go in and change data and update data, that's a lot of money. So, so Emeka created something that is simple, that will take less than 3 minutes to complete.
That sounds good. I appreciate that.
Okay. Having given what we presented, can you think of any other thing you think we might need that we don't have in the form, just for the way we're all thinking? Because the way we designed it is we are thinking about programs for our children, thinking more about what will be coming up, and knowing the population we have. What else do you think, given what you have heard, that you think we can add to what you have? Is there any additional thing that you can think about? Okay, now at least you know what, and our goal is to really get this going as soon as possible, because we'll be thinking about, we have a lot of people now registered for the Igbo class. We don't know whether they're registered members or not, but they are maybe Oruku. These are also things we'll be looking to the future to find out, because being member and having benefits so we don't want people just coming in, okay, it's good to get Igbo class. Now I'm getting my children in there. But when we talk about registering as for ODDUA, you're not interested. We want to make sure that your ODDUA members who are paying dues and doing things, that the money is being used well for them.
Yes, in line with what Dr. Mays just said is, we're zeroing into activities that will benefit members. And one popular one is the Igbo classes. So ODDUA, we pay for those classes, the adult class and the under 15 class. And I'm aware that there are families that register their children into these classes, but they are not actually active financial participating members of ODDUA as of yet. That came to me. I decided to authorize such registrations as long as no Umakaru. But the next move is now for us to approach those parents and now let them know that they have to register with the association. Things don't run that way in life. You can't just get the benefits of an association without being a member of that association or a financial member of the association. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to create this nice database that's going to be online. Anybody can, our IT director, Engineer Ragdos, can take a snapshot, look at this, and then tell us who are active members and who are not. That's one of the major reasons why this came up as well. So Biko, I will ask every member, take just less than 3 minutes and update this. We'll also try to push this on our forum so that other people, those who are not here in the meeting today, can also do the needful. We need to have a very good head count of our members because it's very important.
One thing we are going to do just to get the dialogue going, we're going to be publishing all the people who have registered. So those people, everybody's seeing who is registered. And you register after this, please go on. We are going to announce it. Go on and say I've registered, because we want everybody to get registered and want this message to really get across, because you're putting it online, people, it doesn't seem like anything. And anyway, I can understand from what Chief when people are saying, I've already registered, I don't need to register. So I think with this meeting and further announcement to get everybody to know, yes, you need to register again with this particular form. Okay, sounds good. So the next, no question, then we move on to the next item on the agenda. You know, we're talking about benefits, and we say that you have to be financially active member, which means you're paying your dues. And we have this form that Mazi Oragudosi produced that you're looking at now on the screen that identifies each member and whether they have paid their dues and up to date of what they're owing. So we're hoping to have every member to feel I'm in good standing, because as we talk about benefits, we don't want people, if there is need to earn something, want you to know whether you're in good standing or not. And this is the reason for the form. So you can always go in and find out whether you've paid up everything. So with that, please, Mazi Oragudosi, can you go maybe line by line and show what is in this form?
Yes. So, because the idea of this form, there were times some members and we've gone back and forth with a lot of people. Either keep calling Larry Esani, or sometimes our president, Dr. Me. So we came up with this idea. Why don't we put it online? You got to go, and that's what we have just done. We put it online. We send out the link so that everybody at their own, time, instead of just calling or looking for the fact, you just go to that link and see where you are standing, whether you are even an active member based on our record, or how much you are owing, what you have paid. So this is an online document. I have sent this link out multiple times, and we will keep on refreshing it. You should be able to access it. Everybody should be able to access it and see his standing. So far, Inanya Afonyo should be here, and with the state, and I will fill out the region. And when we get that database, both the cell phone and the email address, but those are not important. This is just financial document. So we decided in up to 2022, there were a lot of so we decided from then on, 2022 backwards, there were a lot of people did so much money. We just pay us $200 backwards if you need your work. A lot of people did that $200 because Faji, a lot of but we kind of wave it up and call it a flat rate of $200 for digital money. Then going forward, well, okay. So going forward, you can see every year we decided families $100 and single people, I believe, is $50 or $75. And then we have the column based on your payment, need up to date whether you are registered or not registered, because everything has to be based on payment. And we also have all these, fundraising sign. Maybe we do healthcare health fair fundraising is part of our activity for the year. When anyone we put it online. And usually I never donations, fundraising, usually during convention, sometimes based on demand, made twice or once a year. So that's the column. So everything on our finance, everybody should be able to have access to it. And Malo standing here and open and open or draw correct. Because feel free. Let me know. Larry Ezan also, but all this. I just record this and put it online. You let me know, Larry, and we will see what happened. Open on well, also now, being transparent and being accountable for part of this. Because if I order online, you take a look and say, oh, mine is not correct, and we will figure it out really quickly. Malo, what happened and correct it. So that's where we are. Because the membership fee in the bottom, and we're calling for 2023, and we go one for 2024, and we will keep adding pages as time goes on for 2025 like that. And we will do everything we can to make sure that this thing is up to date. So at any time anybody may check this, you should reflect immediately. So if you check, I will not reflect, or you can let me know. You can call us and I update it and then handles the money. So for 2024, I don't know, we're going to follow where it's maybe,
Let's even go back to 2022, 23. How many people in earnest paid their annual dues?
In that column of 2023, yeah, almost nobody. I think it's only Dr. May, Bonye column here 00. Oh, sorry. And Okafor's 00. They don't owe anything. Then Chinedua Carmel from North Carolina has paid her own for 2023.
I think Patrick and Goba.
And Patrick had paid also for 2020. And that's about it. All of us, myself included, we all please have to pay.
So there's always this a little confusion that we fall trap of some the individuals that consistently come up with something when we ask for donations. So I know we give this money and we get confused as if once we've made this donation 1,000 or 500 or 200 or 400 or whatever, that this covers our own registration fees as well. So probably let's place the registration fee first in whatever we're doing. I mean, membership annual dues first, and then any other extra donations that we do is something we're doing willingly out of the goodness of our hearts. But to be an actual member of the organization, we need to be up to date with our annual dues. Now, let me tell you why. If for any reason, God forbid, something was to happen to a member and we need to reach out and make payouts based on our bylaws and our revised membership benefit payouts, it goes in line with somebody who is financially up to date in terms of membership annual dues. That's what you follow to make such payouts. If somebody is not up to date with their annual dues, then it becomes difficult to make those payments. Otherwise, you don't have a policy. Somebody can stay without paying you anything for the next 5 years and expect that if something happens, you will come around and do something. So let's create that's I think is something that all of us can agree on, that there has to be some kind of policy. We just don't. Hello? We just don't throw membership benefits.
Because mute your stuff. Huh?
So we just don't throw membership benefits, here and there. We just have to have some kind of policy. I don't know whether everybody's following me.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's agree on something. If we say that by June 30th, I'm giving you an example now. So we can pick any month, June, July. So you have to have your annual dues in by July 31st to be able to be eligible for any membership payout in case, God forbid, something happens to that family. We have to agree on something. If we don't agree on something, then I bet you these things are going to just stay the way it is now. Nobody will pay attention to all these annual dues and membership benefit payments. So I'll leave the floor open for further discussion on that.
I have a question, Eja.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Eja. Okay, so when we talk about 2022 and you see somebody owing $200, does that mean they owe money for 21 and 22 or 22 and 23? I get confused. What is the period of our annual payments?
So the $200 was an amnesty. Those who owed us so much money
after the COVID, yeah, that was part of
after the COVID. So we said, okay, let's have a big membership drive. Some people left because maybe they owed the association so much money, they can't pay up. They decided just to stop coming. That's okay. Let's forget about what anybody owed before 2022, right? So from 2022, let's give anybody that is owing us, is owing that session. Let's give everybody those $200. Pay just $200. If what you're owing is more than $200, just pay $200. Come back to the station. So that was kind of amnesty that we created in 2022.
Okay, so what is the period for this payment? When is our financial statements? Like if I pay $100, does it run from January or from July to June or from January to December?
Is it January to December?
January to December.
Yeah.
It's by July of the year, like by July of
you should make the payment by July. You can make the payment in January. You can actually, I've always encouraged people, you can actually prepay for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, only one capability, yes.
Yeah, that's understandable. I just want to know because I get confused sometimes. Sometimes I get confused because I pay in June. I don't know if it's for 2020 or for 2023.
No, it's January to December. But people,
January
to December. Yeah.
People have up to.
Mazo Ragudosi, that memo that was sent out in Wekisi, where a copy that we can show.
Membership benefit. Yes,
yeah.
I can look for it and share with the group. Yes, let me.
Okay, because that will make it very clear in terms of by July.
Yes, so what AJ is explaining, Bo, it runs from January to December.
Can you share it on the screen?
Yes, but you expected to pay by middle of the year to be.
Okay.
Emeka.
Yeah?
Because we check here and came go paid up until the convention. My fee should be paid up until the convention.
Okay. Okay, I will definitely.
I cleared everything that day.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I'm gonna know now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the last approved benefit and protection for members in good standing with their dues. I put adult member more 5,000. Death of a child for an adult member 3,000. Parents $500, including a condolence card. This is a membership benefits. Then now the annual membership due, this is before 2021. Under Dr. Jene, who kind of amnesty, a flat fee of 200 per family or 100, just forgiving DG a lot of money. Now from 2022 upwards, we're saying first installment paid by December 30th. And if you abandon an installment, all payments are due by June 30th of each year to remain compliant. So after June of that year, aboneka by the June 30th of that year.
For 2024, for example.
Oh, yeah, for 2024, for example, upon if we go 2023, you are compliant until June of 30th of 24. Then it does work compliant because it can 24. So you a 6 months gap to pay for that particular year.
Also, 2024, but has not paid 2023. Is still not compliant.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still not compliant.
So this is why that form is very important, because if you look at it and you see 200 under 2023, that means you didn't pay. Then you need to pay off up from that plus 2024.
Yeah, I have to check mine because I thought I paid 23, but anyway.
Okay.
So does anybody have question in terms of what are you looking at, really? Because I was confused too. What we go back to that form? Looking at it, you're looking at that column 2023.
Okay, form Dr. Maybe.
Okay, good. The financial. Okay, so it's really looking at this 2023. Okay, 2022. So you have to pay the 200. If your name is still here and it says 200, means you haven't paid.
I'm
paying 200. I have to check mine.
So the best symbol, this is posted now. So everybody has it. So go through it.
200, it means I'm paying for 2 years.
No, so if you think you've paid.
Oh, no, because it's the up to date.
Yes, I paid all my fees at the convention.
So if it's up to date in every fee, of which each
yes, yes, with Larry.
Okay, I will send that info to Larry. I'll clarify.
Exactly. That's what I was about saying. Because when you're gonna go through, everybody.
I believe that I'll be up to date.
Okay, so when you're gonna go through this, if you think you're up to date and the payments you made were not credited, please call Larry Ezani. Larry is our financial secretary, and then he will tell you why you're not updated. Huh? Biko. Yeah. So we can resolve this.
Yeah, we better question beside the list. Yeah. Because I don't if no money could the payment. Yeah, I think now I get back to Larry because by me looking at this list, at least I'm on the possible wafer last year from part of Houston, and they said they had directly to Larry. So, but from looking at this list, since now far here. So because yeah, Kedebe link Kedebe si we said before Epus na ODDUA Okoya.
Yeah, ODDUA.
So upon you put the main general one, Konyo na fear.
Which one is general?
In diaspora, yeah.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So as the one that we created diaspora for just to reach out to every Oruku indigene,
okay,
whether they are ODDUA members or not.
Yeah,
the ODDUA members.
So we don't want non-ODDUA members.
So but after the new one they created, after at the registered to new forum.
Yes,
no. Okay. Yeah, what my question.
No, your question, bro. List
yes.
I will make sure they are because it's a good thing. I will make sure they are, but we believe they should be because ODDUA comprises everybody in America.
Oh, good.
In diaspora, when they're not Britain, when they're not Germany.
Okay.
So we don't want them to have access to this document.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so my next question is my next question, Bolo. Many people are because I combine with the annual dues I believe this year. The usher dues and the national
dues.
So they've already started to pay in and they're still paying in. So my question now to Oragdos and dear man or Heba, yeah, but or how could you send the book call on a time maybe because many of them their money is already in our accounts. So can buy energy push it to national.
So, hi, Chief Manuel. Well done, though. I saw the email, the text he's sending WhatsApp. I think you are really a step ahead of other regions, which is really good. I love that because kudos to you. Ndi Houston, because that is we are ready. So because send it as soon as you get it.
Okay.
You know that list, whatever list now they send it. Because I will sync up with you offline, can update here na this accounting list. He send their payment to Larry, then I sync up with you, can make sure na further updated online.
Okay.
Yeah, because from that list, man, a few people will
a few people, but they will bring more. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I will update that list here.
Okay.
You Osugbo and few people there. Okay. I will quickly update it after I send Diego to Larry. Because so that send it immediately there. We are ready. There is nothing to wait for.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So as soon as you receive the best one, they send any regional director, as soon as you receive payments that belongs to national body, send it straight to Larry.
Okay, good.
Things get updated.
And the last meeting I know, so we're not the meeting. So and don't at the meeting and the Fabia boy no nyawan walk also in so because in a meeting I know no number majority them, a lot of them. So had a happy like $75 for
what are you talking about?
Like 75. It's like what
are you talking about? What are you talking about? I want to know
someone that drive on Ruku. I can tell you that they are the one driving on Ruku.
So na family, full family, this thing $100. Then single family, we 75. How happy about it. So but I bet display here display quote $50 and how could I go 75? One truck I'm couldn't clarify or 50 because 75 was it now.
Emeka, go back to that.
Because back again. Because like we has 75.
Okay, 75 for singles. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, then
50,
100.
50.
It should be 50.
So now I had to find the back the $25. So now how does it correct me Hannah fight? Okay, good.
Yeah,
you make his water sense. Yeah.
Let me understand. I want to hear what you said about Mwendemba.
But thinking of it, they married. Like he protect the family because of the benefit. Why paying for the single? In my opinion, right? Because the protection goes with the payment, right?
Okay, you had your Larry. When I said that even when we made their husband, I want equal benefit as a full member.
They're not registered as a family. They're registered just by themselves.
By themselves with their family, but not their husband included.
No, they should register as a family.
They should register as a family. They should register as a family.
So question Hannah just say, when we their husband, like when we to Anoketa, when we their husband, they go near Ogidi. Or well, I the entitlement benefit. Exactly. So
the husband they registered as a dual member because because the wife will an Oruku daughter. So automatically the husband is an ODDUA member. If a man, then we'll do the same thing.
Yes.
And any other member.
Yeah, the question because he had
this is my opinion though. If I register as a family, okay, as a family. If a man we what a benefit because of
family.
Yeah. Register as a single. They're not I
the benefit.
Yes, the benefit. So it's up to the person. I got happy open for them. Until register as a family, or register based on our membership benefit.
Okay. Okay, because of course, I can actually be a full family member, you know, no one I permit. Because everybody know he's not here to all organizations that are a mifan and wife, and I say Jen and Kendibun, Nadiano and Kendibun, Nandon Cabin Kendo Ruku.
No, because Mama, for example, I belong. That is really discriminatory, please.
Exactly.
I don't like that being a foreigner here. You know, I really don't like to hear that. Let me say something, because I'm married to okay, my husband because I was registered with INRI. I got benefit because of my husband's death. I don't think we should push for families to be involved. It's very discriminatory. It really doesn't ring well at all.
Okay. So, Dr. May, are you saying that, because I was about to put up something on, are you saying that Oroku daughters will only register as single, or
no, they should register as families, yes.
Exactly. So, Emeka, I need to do one thing, please, because as we discuss these things, I need some clarity. So, please redesign that form. On that same form you posted on membership benefits. I need you to clearly specify this thing that we've just discussed now. Oroku daughters, okay, who are married to non-Oroku, indigents. Please, you are encouraged to register as a family to be able to participate in all these benefit membership payouts for your for your husbands. But if you register as a single person, then benefit payouts will not extend to your husband. So just put asterisks there so everybody understands that.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Fantastic.
It's the right approach. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
good.
create confusion.
That is very good.
Very, very good.
And
Okay.
about me of my, because if the miracle or prof neku, abo no separate yenye nyabo na nwa dianu na abozi nwa dianu. Yes, if I never dem oh men and Igbo, because when we hear a rap on nwa diana, because na one number. Yeah, so they're very important. Dalon.
Yeah.
So, if I have a question too on the registration. When we register as a family and the kids are above 21, so when they're above 21, you cannot include them as a family. They have to register by themselves. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's
correct.
And they'll be single if they're not married.
Okay.
And that's when they pay $50, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes. That's when they
Okay. Tina, what do you close up? Yeah, I know who question because all the can make a mistake in the registration email now.
She was asking about.
Okay, what I was asking was.
Okay, now can meet you because let me mute everybody. Then you can.
So my question was.
Okay, unmute yourself, Celestine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was asking, when you register as a family and in the family, you have children that are above 21 years old. So those 21 years old and above, you will not be able to include them as the family. They will have to register single. That was my question.
Yes, so we said yes, because if you look at registration online, it says children under 21 and under.
Yeah.
Anybody above 21 is now considered an adult, basically. So they register by themselves. If they are single, it's $50. If they are married with a husband, the same thing we just discussed apply to them. They encourage to register as a family with their husband for $100.
Okay.
And also just adding, I know we've talked about it, but to re-emphasize it, membership due, the each front donation. Makongwendana bu fabia family donation, manafe register. doesn't mean you are our member. You have to pay membership due to be a member. And it happens usually with our grown-up kids, mostly. When they come to convention, our adult youths, they above 21, some of them were, they give us some donation, but they are not members because they are not registered.
Yeah, so I think I touched on that earlier on, that our annual dues should take precedence over everything else, but that's what makes you an active member that is entitled to any payouts by the organization. I would hate to see somebody who consistently donated to the organization, and all of a sudden something happens, will now say, oh, he or she is not a member, did not pay annual dues, so we cannot make payout. It becomes terrible. You don't want to see that. So Biko, I remember one of our meetings, the executive meetings, who said that we have to reach out to all those who put mail donation, but have not registered with the organization, to encourage them to register, right, Emeka? Who said that?
Yes, we did. And I don't know if we reached out. Meeting, I know you were very, very gracious. You did a donation for us, Manike register here. And that one right away. And there are many of them. I'm not calling him out. There are a lot of people now that made donation. Like Doc said, okay, they're really sad if it happened to such people. Okay, they are gracious enough to, make this donation to support the organization, but it was a small annual due. They did not.
So because this is a very touchy, subjects, we need to be clear-eyed on these issues. And
you are muted. No. Doc, we are not hearing you.
Yes. Okay, so I think we've talked a lot on this issue. Next one is let's move on to the activities then for youth. Before then, and any regional updates by the regional directors? Because unmute yourselves if you want to speak.
Well, as long as updates, a particular update other than or just our activities. We are attending our regular meetings and other than if I'm about under the single the issue her raising, so went on at the phone. We answer a lot of questions, Hajo, was how the annual dues. So other than that, yeah, they're into it, paying and feel like yeah so much. So now the only good news also I will be engineer Mike Ndo Agoba be a host the next meeting. So Nyangwa call one of recently day before yesterday when I want to know all our men other participating in a meeting. And since nearby I'm gonna be now I'm getting the list of all the Oruku Umukai because Tomadu Umukai I reached almost about 20 other attended the meeting from one and the Moke, my Mike Ikedobi, my Ono, if I need do my Pascal Ike Guano, my Meka Madeke, a lot of them at a meeting. So was no bit of call about handchaining the one by one. Gabian Abie, Onyo on a Mali firm, be we but I'm not his on double DNA meeting. So and Menanya wishing me all the grease to the elbow, because more try the nuku. So kind of na meeting now for the mothers of all meetings na BM no achieve what the goal. Yeah, so on the progress so by looking at that okay busuku ODDUA in national
nwunye ndị anyị na-ekwu na-abịa meeting.
Father abịara meeting. Yeah. Nwunye father abịa meeting. Mba nwunye father abịa meeting at all. Yeah, funny. So
okay, well, thank you so much.
So and the associate us here, a lot of them. Celestina Chijioke. Chijioke na nukute member on San Antonio on a meeting every month of they fell. So why na you because yes, nukumemba nyamone emeko expect his wife will come here join us very soon from Nigeria. So other than that, thank you so much.
Well, as the one name, you know, I know that onye di na-abịa, but sometimes like it's one physically, we can also do Zoom for sometimes, you know, even if we can participate maybe 2 or 3 times, and then the rest we can, you know, Zoom in. That would be very helpful.
Oh, one fantastic.
Just because of the distance.
Okay, although kind of Zoom, even I name a good then I connect to Zoom, couldn't participate with Zoom. Yeah, laptop maybe. Yes. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so you're on Mike, go stand there to California. Resident.
Okay, Mike and go back. Okay, you're doing wonderful. Yes.
So, do you have any comment from your region?
I never can making animals here. Call you on Mike in Dagova.
That's
Hey, you see, to be honest with you, I'm Obodoni not here from Achina. All of them, if a host meeting, if about I don't even know. Or they or just sell out. Not horrible.
It's interesting though, because we've noticed that.
Yeah.
And Houston is a strong backbone of ODDUA.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know what it would take. I make a personal call. I make a personal call to some of the individuals, so you mentioned their names.
Yeah.
They'll find out why they are not joining us. Before this meeting.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, join us in the meeting. You already know I am one in America. Huh? So I gave you the meeting. You bless us with your chieftaincy title and Gola and Belono who did not join, right? Problem. I don't understand that. But anyway, we'll move forward. Region 6, Dr. Lucille, Akanebu, Kedu, and Ogonwoke Welkwa. How far with Region 6 in the Maryland, our newest member group, member sub-region?
Sorry, I'm driving. I haven't done anything because most people are not interested and I don't have the energy to move forward with that.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Shadrach. Shed. Well, what? Shadrach.
I'm not one there.
Oh, no, yeah.
Shed,
unmute yourself, Abunikano.
Yeah, I've removed myself.
Okay, Shed. Last time, kind up from Maryland, we said you push have a meeting. You want half?
Well, I think I talked to some people, and we agreed that we should organize and gather people again so that it will not go out of the press. But at the time we are talking, there was so much cold in Maryland, So we could not get, we said that we are going to get a park where we should sit together, and we can sit together in a cool place. I am an Oniro, where Memuzie. So I will say, okay, I schedule next time when you know, okay, weather change. So I believe that now that Keta no Oyi Benataku. I'm going to I am earlier so that Koyaribana high because I know more gap. Oh yeah, Mechipa. Only of an annual canopy.
Before convention, okay, when we were planning this convention, somebody host Lunabia.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I started, and I'm on Abidoro, Gada, then I'm on the way host, right?
And then during convention, the pre-convention night, chairman come host Lanabia.
Yes.
Okay, so Ofonio also take on that leadership and host, so instead of in the park, una draw that many. Somebody can take a lead and host in their home. You can organize yourself that way.
Dr. J, what one host to be the key? It's not hosting that is the problem. We can come together and eat and go back home like we did before. It's having the mind to come as a group and register and be part of the membership. Or just and go back home. We've done that before.
So Dr. Lucy, how do you advise that we approach this with Maryland people, knowing them very well? So what do you think I should do here?
I don't know. I don't know.
So if
but we need somebody to step up as a leader. Maybe Chief Ewolokwa step up and call us together for membership.
In accordance with Dr. Ejioku, let's say if you host it in the house, in somebody's house, when you host it, have a purpose of why you're hosting it, have the registration either in the computer full of, get everybody right there when you're there. Maybe that will help.
That makes a lot of sense. So whoever is hosting, when you call people, you let them know you're coming for us to get together. We are also establishing our DMV subgroup. So there's going to be registration. If possible, please come with the annual dues. This is what is involved. A family is $100, single is $50. Please come with your checkbook. Yeah? Let's do it that way. Okay, I think Emeka, Dr. May, that's unfortunately Tony Keme is on vacation. He's somewhere in Dominican Republic. He's somewhere flying in from Dominican Republic. Tony is supposed to be a member of DMV 6, so we're gonna walk through that.
In fact, I was wondering, beyond the Maryland people, didn't those already involved?
Pennsylvania, Tony, then Virginia.
Look at Boston. I didn't mean Boston. I draw me. Okay.
But Boston, far away from them. Or just I think Tony, Pennsylvania, to join them, to help Tony for Tony to help get it up on him. But mainly Virginia and Virginia, DC, Delaware. They're all within the DMV area.
Yeah, I want to get Tony to handle. Yeah, that would be good. Because certain welfare Odunkoya or Abaka Ugochuku Aka because they too Eba Hano or Hana attend a lot of function together. Unlike
they do.
Like Houston.
Oh,
okay.
They do.
Wow. Oh, then a man will do very easy. Or if Celestina Kuru. One person, otherwise, Lucille, Doc, continue to Buffalo one day and Matanaya, 9 Butekwa convention again back to Maryland. Come on, you ginger.
You guys on your own on that one. You're on your own on that one.
I was wondering, those people that were really active during that convention, are you saying that
too many of them?
Boy, because many of you really worked hard at it.
Exactly.
Yes, they did. And it was successful.
Exactly. Very, very successful. Very. Yeah. So now I push in, it's some of us on the line. Guys who know that meeting. Yeah, when they go ahead. It's some of us. We like to participate. Oh no, if I cheap in, we have a host. Then I cheap in your carry ride, we have standing. Because now the crowd of people from there, Ndo Ruku, goes in yeah. No put a big foundation called Abu. Yeah, to ODDUA. Yeah.
They really sacrificed.
Yeah.
They participated very actively.
Exactly.
Within the short period of time given to them to do this.
Exactly.
So I'm surprised it's not you people are not coming together as fast as we thought you will.
No, so, they will. They will.
Mr. Okapu, are you logged in here? Mrs. Chomo Okapu.
I'm here. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay,
welcome.
Good. Yeah, I want to thank Choma as well. Choma and Dr. Akenebu Ewelukwa and the rest of others from Maryland for really, really working tirelessly for that convention I met last year. So Choma, if we ask you to host again, will you do it again? So like we can have something going.
Never a problem. I can always do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. I will have meetings with DMV. So Dr. Lucille and Ewelkwa will create our own DMV membership forum. We're going to have a Zoom meeting. We're going to get this going. Well, thank you so much. Let's keep moving forward to the next agenda. Okay. And any other updates, any other region?
I'm on the DMV. This is a Prof again. West Virginia got it too far because somewhere on the ban in West Virginia.
Too far.
They can join them.
West Virginia is far.
It's about 3-4 hours away.
West Virginia is far.
So which one is closer? Are they closer to North Carolina or to Maryland?
Virginia is far.
But Dr. Lucy, are they closer to North Carolina or to Maryland?
Probably to North Carolina than to Maryland.
Okay.
I know when you mentioned Virginia, my daughter is in Chesapeake. That's not close to?
Oh, there's West Virginia and
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia State?
Yeah, Virginia State is in DMV. It's West Virginia that we're now talking about. Where is it? Is it closer to North Carolina or to Maryland? Do we just rope them all into Maryland since it's DMV? Well, we'll work that out. Emeka, let's look at the distance. If they are North Carolina,
another suggestion, Gab. Ndị na-adọrọ Cavdin, ma ndị Boston, ma ndị West Virginia. Ka anyị rapụ unu fa open ebe fa chọọ join na. You got to go any group for feel like na fa dey more affiliated to fa join and all. We got to go. I think it might be the best thing than you check by distance. In the Virginia may be by distance closer to the Maryland than in the North Carolina, for sure. If you are checking distance, man, it would depend in no Richmond where you can see the closer to North Carolina, which is true. And they're a little bit north where you can be closer to the Maryland. But
Richmond people are already solved. Those ones are with DMV. That's Virginia. So we're looking at West Virginia. Okay, that's another thing we have to iron out. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving on. Today is this is Saturday before Easter Sunday, so we can wrap this up. The next agenda is discussing the Igbo classes. So the Igbo classes came out of the ideas we discussed during our convention. So we came up right away, established that, and I'm gonna tell you guys the deal. The teacher initially proposed $50 per student as tutoring each session. So we kind of negotiated, haggled, eventually we agreed on flat fee of $500 for ODDUA children 15 years and above. If they are 100, if they are 2, if they are 10, whatever it is $500. As at the time, we had gotten registration numbering close to almost 30 people, if not more. So we were hopeful that getting up to at least about 20 something per session. Initially, we started off with some great enthusiasm among the youth. But with time, it's kind of dwindling down. Last Sunday, I happened to participate. I was there, beside my wife when this was going on. They had only 6 people. Okay, it's not good. We need families to talk to their children, their adult children, because these are all adult children. I talk to mine too. So please don't, let them not miss this opportunity. Encourage them to learn, Igbo language. The teacher is very passionate. You need to log in and then listen to these classes. The teacher is very passionate, and I will be consistent in this. Larry and his kids are consistent. But Patrick Nduagoba and his wife are consistent. My wife is always there, unless she's on call. Then my daughter, in and out. Okay, so please, let's the honorers start. IKC, your children initially they were very into it. What happened? They dropped off.
Well, I was before the meeting started. Actually, I was asking my daughter, "Have you all started the Igbo class?" Because she haven't said anything about it. And she looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" Because initially, the few Sundays, I think it was like 2 or 3 Sundays that they were supposed to start, they didn't. And then after that, I don't know what happened.
Like
the parents?
Yeah, the class.
Oh no, it's a Zoom link.
A Zoom link. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm now waiting for their back so that then we can distribute it to all the concerned children.
Okay, so
this is Ijeoma. So
okay.
I sent all those links because I looked back several times. Now I know if they don't join it in time, it drops off. So I'm more than happy to send it because I have all their numbers. I've sent it and they've responded. So if they don't join the link I send, it times out. So in fact, to add to what the president is saying, the teacher, Mrs. Ohaya, wants us to have a meeting because she's not happy with the attendance. So I'm in the process of trying to pick a day that the people who are signed up, because there are 45 signed up.
Wow.
But we range from 6 to 8. On a good day, we might get 10 logged in. So I have everybody's number. I have everybody, so I can send them the link. But if they don't activate it, then it times out. So I can send it. I send it again, and And Leonora, I think there were up to 3 or 4 of you.
Yeah,
Leonora.
Please, if you can send it.
Okay, we be on top of it.
So just to share the register which I received from Dr. Mrs. Eje and Chika, Mrs.
And somebody brought it to my attention. I'm looking at what you put on the, I left out, funny enough, I left out my kids' names and the Honora. So I have since updated that. So let me send you the current one on that list. Yeah. Okay.
So, because the parents, because normally if you get me, reason why the kids are not attending. You know, with Abido, I held it not a great success, at least for us, instead of all the time. And I had focus now back home. This is great, but for only 6 people now attending, and imagine if your organization now could be $500 per session. It's not interesting at all. You know what I mean? The parents again, maybe
we follow up on it.
Okay.
I think the main thing will be the parent, because most of the time the kids are not interested. But if the parents push them, hey, you have a class coming up in 1 hour. You remember your class is coming up in 30 minutes. Remember. So I think if the parents, is aware of it and be able to push the kids to join, it will be a success. And I'm sure
how much
after
more
the
we
kids
have
goes couple of times, they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm actually enjoying this class.
Yeah, trust me.
Like Dr. Edge said, we have what now, 22, 21, and 17-year-old, and I still remind them every Sunday. Yeah.
Again, is there any way parents can know if their children are actually participating?
Attending, yeah.
Oh, I have no problem because I see it. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can keep track of that more closely to update.
Especially the ones
group,
that are not living at home.
Well, good luck with that.
If we can know that they're not attending, then we can give you on the better side to push them.
Trudy, I've been a question, yeah, once have Zoom in, once have logging in, yeah, you can tell Hannah participate because you actually see them participating in your house. So that's basically the only way for you to check. Mana, if also the comment Tina make it very good. Number one cases, we can see what contact parents. Now, what for no do now going on Sunday name one time, but not remind if I push that text message out. Please get your son, daughters ready for the class. So all you help parents of more it gear up for imi phenomenon. I said yes on a phone like it to most of time had that interested just every other thing, even my class, I had interested to that. So now I name get allowed to the parents. I think now you way a better result in attendance.
Okay.
Then the question is, how do you get that? How do you link those numbers from the parents?
Yeah, all parents.
Oh, no problem. It's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good.
Then the under 15, I think that group is performing very well.
They're doing well. They're doing well. I understand. Yeah.
Under 15 is doing very well. Miss Cezanne, I think. Miss Cezanne, are you here now? I tried contacting Larry and his wife. I couldn't reach them to remind them.
They travel?
Oh, probably. They must have maybe. So under 15, they're doing very well. Now, this is the next horizon. So I want us to use the Igbo classes as a template or a springboard.
Because Dr. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
On the 16, 17, where do they fall? Under 15 or 21?
Yeah, under 15, then anybody 15 and above joins and the one.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The adult one.
So they selected, they decided that at the last they did not, they divided themselves, so they chose that.
Yeah, and I tell you why, because I tried this 2 or 3 years ago. My kids were in class with all these 5 years old, 6 years old. They decided not to continue. Those ones we ask questions and ask questions. So anyway, let me not deviate. So we want to use this as a springboard to something else. We want to introduce Oruku lectures about Oruku, our culture, our traditions, the things we do in Oruku, our villages, everything. So I want our children to know everything about our town. And we're trying to figure out who's going to talk to them. I'm even very convinced that if we can find a way to get the youth and the young ones, all the kids and all the young adults together in one forum, if parents can assure us that at least we'll have enough children in that forum, we can even extend the invitation to our Igwe to talk to them. When they see somebody like that talking to them, they will be into it. I know the psychology of these children. So tell them about our village. Then we can choose somebody here as well who consistently, even if he's pushing something out on WhatsApp forum or whatever it is, or the forums that they use, is that Instagram or whatever. You know I can approach Professor Mrs. Ike because she had reached out to me once about finding something to do with our children, even if it's this Igbo class. So we can organize something, because for those of us who that have children above now, my youngest is going to be 18 soon in August. So it's like the train has left the station. So let's capture the ones that are yet, the under 15s, the under 16s. We can capture them very well. Then try to remove the above 15, above 16s and see where we can get them into. It's very important,
So I want to, Doc, sorry, Abana, you finish, you go. Because this the next level, which is Orauku culture and tradition. Because if we adults who benefit on this, believe me, most of us are a little bit lost. More way ebe grows up, enyere the opportunity got Orauku culture and tradition. I think that next level is very, very important. Open our eyes. And one person that keep coming to my mind, everybody can think of somebody. That would be an easier thing because Pati Bubu Oruku editor, I'm sure a lot of people got Patrick, used to be Okonkwo. But it will be a good candidate to get this thing. My couple no one follow that or Ruku editor. I'm for sure on my village. For editorial or run at that time, just for my village. It was SMA genetic lines. Or where I up for every family within Amada. I was astounded when I look at it. I had no clue. To my family, see where they are the very close within the family. That three. Only for all the villages, all calling maka water, calling maka everything, if a lot of us are all I'm about adults, you will be so surprised if you're about Oruku. So because let's pay attention to this next level. Or Mabodos of our children, and sure all of us will, some of us we enjoy it. And particularly my recommendation, that Oruku editor on that time. Omega a lot of research is basically about Oruku. You gotta go. We can, if we agree, I can contact him or Bido, or he can start writing up history and the Oruku tradition and everything. If this genetic tree, I think normally for all the villages, family by family, if Unkeya family, he got shocked. He got really shocked. And there are so many things somewhere like that. So I can get him to start preparing and we can vet this document. No prepare. And all got the cheap with Zoom and everything. All got the like cheap than what we are paying now with the Igbo class. If I got Kufa more. And that's my suggestion for him. There could be other people that can do it too.
And I'm also calling attention to Ononeze, who is here with us, who has, with his background and history, to contribute in terms of looking at making sure what the things that he thinks are important in that, because that history, I mean, that he has can be part of what is being presented.
Oh, that's perfectly true. I even forgot about that. So we have Ononeze is here, also a professor. So we have a lot of, I'm a mother, to be honest, seriously. So we have professors here who can actually help with this. Then Engineer Ragos, Patrick, I know Patrick Barrow. Patrick and I were classmates in High School.
Oh, okay.
I knew when he started that whole magazine thing. So he's a good resource as well, very good resource. So all we're saying now is that the problem we have now is not lecturers. It's not those who will teach us. Now, the problem we're going to have now is how do we organize ourselves to get this done? So how do we approach this? Is it to have a different forum combining the Igbo under 15 and above 15 children and teach them separately, or have them join us in one of our meetings, maybe in the next meeting, and arrange for some of these talks? How do we approach this so that it becomes feasible, doable, and sustainable?
You know how whenever we get together, I can see Professor Buchekwe, it's almost like, oh, you start talking, and then you just almost like you're visiting Oruku in your discussion. What are those things that you're remembering about the place, because those are the things that draw you back in there. Those are the things you want the children to know about. This is really something unique about Ruku. Those are things that we need to teach them, and that will make them have interest in Ruku and the culture.
May, I'm here. I'm just listening. You might go, the name you use is correct. You call professor, but professors work with the student has to be organized for them before they begin to present lecture. We are not organized students. But what Eja was saying is very taking. I think really I applaud him for that, because recently I was even shocked that they organize the people in my age group, but this is under elderly people in St. Thomas. People were Chedrak may hear heard about it. They formed a Zoom this and asked me to lecture about agriculture. I was very impressed, but I told them agriculture is not what we learn first. They all come from ground in Oroku, but what I should put in here is a new techniques of looking at it. And it was well taken. So what Dr. J is saying is very good. But when it comes to the subject I can present, yes, I'm open for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ononeze, do you have comment on this?
There's a bully.
I saw you there, so you're still around. So I better put my picture here too.
Men know how to pick on somebody. Yeah, we have intellectual. It's just that
Ononeze, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you muted. Unmute.
Ononeze, unmute yourself now.
Okay, unmute. Kedo, onwaya no soge nyeli aka.
Mbo unmute go. Yeah, go ready.
Mwesio na ujun atụmatụ nwetara maka mwes na nchere na Obuchiekwe, Patrick, Professor Obunude, and myself can handle this issue, this topic very well.
That's good.
atụgala nkịta ọgbụgbụ ilo arapụzi ọgụ na ndị mmụọ.
Oh no, there's equal.
That's so great. That is great. Yes.
That's good. Okay, so now we have the lecturers. So now how can we make this something that's going to be sustainable? Once, then no more. This has to continue. Okay, why don't I do this? The directors of Igbo class, Ijoma and Mrs. Ezani, in conjunction with Dr. Mendo Aguba, can you guys please tell us how to implement this the best way so that it will be sustainable? Now, after the meeting, we have to come back to this again after today's meeting. Let's work on it from behind the scene. I think that's about the whole thing I have in my agenda. Or any other issue that we need to discuss that we haven't discussed today?
Yeah, only one thing. I can't touch around and na carry touch. Let's know na ka equal about it. Yeah, if you basal that Atlanta Convention, June 8th.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, so can you brief on it because because many people na June can you have the agenda? Can you have the demonstration? Yeah, go ahead.
Ijoma, are you still there? She's around.
Yes.
She's on. Oh, you're still there. I know you wanted this discussion with Sohaya last Sunday. What
Say that again. I was still at work. But it's
about the Igbo convention in June in Atlanta.
This is Igbo.
Igbo convention for the youths in Atlanta, the one Mr. Haya was talking about.
Yeah, she's. I have to ask her. I think she's hoping to. I mean, she's picked up the pace in the class recently, hoping to get us them to a level to be able to present something. I think first we're trying to get a meeting together and talk about the attendance first. I think that's kind of what I wanted to say. I think we have to solve one thing at a time. So we have to boost the attendance first before we start talking about having a speaker that the students will attend. And then I can ask her, she's hoping to get somebody because she wants to have a few kids to present something brief in Igbo at that convention. But as of now, with the attendance, and she's not quite sure we're ready for that, but she's hoping to pick up the pace.
Okay, from what you are saying now, so other than presentation, so she's expecting some kids to do some presentation. Is there any other activities physical activities they will be doing? Is there any performance or just presentation?
No, for the Igbo class, I don't have an itinerary. I haven't seen one, but she's also a teacher who teaches dance. So she has dance troupe. So I'm sure that's covered by those people, but I don't have an agenda. I haven't seen an agenda. I can find out.
I think I can answer that. I've watched their programs because I've been invited in some of their programs before. They go through presentations. The children will, full presentation and in Igbo, both Meiwajio and everything. Then they present the Atilogu dance and some other dance groups. So she's full into whatever you can think of Igbo culture. She teaches these kids in Atlanta and they do presentation. It's a big event. Go on to YouTube, go to Atlanta Igbo class, Google it on YouTube. You see their performances. I
would think that their presentation would be based on what they have learned. And if they haven't really gotten that many classes, they won't be able to present much. I mean, I think the success of their being there, being part of it, is that they've learned a lot of conversational Igbo that they can go there and talk about something. Yeah. So I can see why the attendance issue needs to be straightened out first before to show that they've learned something at a level that they can go to present.
You're correct. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any more? Anything else to discuss? So in recap, membership dues, please, let's pay. In recap, registration online, families, please, let's do that. And then finally, please call your children. Encourage them to log on to the book class so that we get this going. We're paying for it. It's a waste of money if we pay $500 every month and these kids don't participate. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. Are they having one tomorrow or they're off?
They're off tomorrow for the holiday.
Okay.
Okay. But they have homework. She posted homework, and I forgot to say, at a good suggestion from Becky and Patrick ODDUA, I've created a Google Drive, because it's, as you know, in WhatsApp, it's hard to keep scrolling back on the lessons that she's posting. So they recommended Google Drive, so it's concentrated. So I made that and maintain it. So when she posts sheets, it's on the Google Drive. And I put the link for all of the students to access that, so they don't have to keep scrolling long lists on WhatsApp. Yeah.
That's great. That's
great. That's great. That's good.
Yeah, that making them aware, both adults and children aware of what this thing you just mentioned is very important. It's, being able to rehearse what they have learned and being able to go back, and very, very important.
Go back to.
Okay. It's after 3. So in absence of any other further discussion, can I ask Ononeze? Dr. Med,
anybody inviting us to Easter party or something?
Houston. Anybody inviting us for Easter? Can we come and
Easter to go late? Easter to go late.
Very plenty. Huh?
Yes. Oh, picnic kind of yes.
And my Mrs. Sinda Guadua and Ekbele Mechi Muhammad and Kemere.
That's about the Prof. Last word. Remember, we agreed mass return next year, December. Our convention, Gabon. So let us remember that, so you can begin to make plans. December 2025, we agree mass return or Uruku convention, and the massive mass fundraising for our activities.
Have we set a date for that?
We have not, but it's going to be during Christmas, festivities. Okay,
because we have to put it like there are different things that happen. Omar has meeting this day. Omar that has meeting this day. So we have to,
Celestina, 28 and 29, 30 is always our day. So we can pick in between those. Yeah, I'm YGMM, this in medical mission. So we can pick in between, yeah.
Okay.
You were mentioning names of people that will help to come up with this cultural topic in terms of address. You mentioned yourself, Professor Buchieko. Who was the third person?
Professor Bununde.
Okay.
He's here. Okay, Dr. Med, I meet you.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
God, we thank you so much for your presence with us. It was very clear you were here, the contributions that were made, how everybody listened and made their own contribution for what will help us to be a better organization, for what will help each and every one of us to be at home when we are gathered, knowing that we have each other's interest in mind. For what you have already put in our minds, goodwill toward each member, goodwill toward each other. That this thought, which is your spirit, having the Spirit of God among us, continue, because that will help us to stay united and also stay trusting each other as we gather, as we go forward to do things that will benefit all of us. For each person to be able to share their gift, because this is what this is all about. Nobody is being paid to do anything, but God, you also, that is what you tell us to do. Share our gifts with each other and love one another as we love ourselves. Help us to grow in this, your spirit, with this group, with our group, because that will help us be more interested and be able to share and come together every time to make it more powerful, because you are among us. That's what you want us to do. Please help us. Help us. And we thank you so much for being around us, for being with us as we deliberated for the future. Help us to keep going. Help bless every family. Help all our children. That's what every parent wants. Help us to keep helping our children so that they will learn the culture and be able to, when we're no more, be able to continue in the same spirit. We thank you, God, and we ask you to continue to bless us in everything we do. Guide us, protect us as we go forward. We thank you, and for all this we ask a blessing in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Dr. Perry. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, bye-bye all.
Easter, everybody.
Okay. Come here.
Hey,
Jamus.
You're looking so young, though. What is secret?
Oh no, I'm kind of not reversing.
What is the secret? It's under 18.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, the chairman.
It's good.
Oh, now it's going forward. The guy said, "Mama, why is your neighbor? It is going on."
Oh,
Listen, I need to post on Oneze. When the number na abata na memorial service, Mama Larry Ezan.
Hello.
Oneze was on top of it. I'm telling you. Yeah? Full of energy. Yeah? I took a video of that. My God, full of energy.
Oh, if they keep you young.
Amen.
Who goes not very well on the next? Who goes very well?
Yes.
Amen. We thank God for that.
I'm from your picture. My picture there,
Oh, Shadrach. Personal conversation.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
I will check my records and call you. My wife up.
Okay. Pico. Yeah, let me know, Chike.
Wando.
Oh no, happy Easter to everyone.
You're looking good on Oneze because you see for
Oneze, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Thank you.
because now I die wine and metal of ma. I hate you, Fuego.
I put 200.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye. God bless you all.
God bless.
God bless everybody.
God bless.
Well, Shadrach, because Shadrach, Maryland meeting, because I gave you the Maryland meeting because Shadrach.
I used to work come like it, and no create Zoom. Then no kata akpogodo hana Zoom first of all. Then mona highway kokwa ihu na ihu. Pakwa. Igotago. When we handle we man na me nwe the Zoom this thing etu I used to work maka nna akpọ okwu onye nka everybody.
I get create Zoom for DMV. Then I'll probably see a weekend. Any weekend. I might drive up. Tony has been super busy, tied up, overseas trip, overseas work. I know. I understand that very well. So, in fact, as we speak, he's
because no one Jinjam to continue and do all this and you got to go. Ono katazia abia ka abia meeting abia or ovonu jewe hakpo mmiri.
No. He did not. No, he did not. So those things were he will get back into full activity. You know, all you have to take here to UK, other places.
So yeah, man, no, na I appreciate me. Ebido hana, enwe hana. Oh, na create Zoom. Create here. Make it Bokota branding mother. Amazia what to do. If you are Choma and account to have a stronger backbone for getting together, then we do everything. And the register. I think in that very day for Kwana, Nankai, Pluto, na the place I use, baby. I do a bit of business. So upon the business, we put out without canopy, my bar, we put on the mother. I think I'm well. Member can you doctor get the book as you register every name and address. That is because you heard what that book ever can we keep pick everybody with the address and phone number. So that can we make a coordinate with everybody.
Exactly.
But somebody did that book ever. And no, I think no Dr. Bonnier because I think because I think I'm with a book they will register for you on a carrier or a Abiasia, a Waka and Katana. So that book when you're on a therapy, then address here, there the phone number. We help to coordinate and get everybody together again.
Okay.
So once we create a Zoom, then we'll be able to forge ahead from there. It's not a very hard thing to do.
I get creative forum. Just opening whether the names and the phone numbers, get creative forum, WhatsApp forum, DMV. I think we had one before. We had DMV forum, right? We had
we
DMV.
Have a DMV, man. Not just on WhatsApp
convention.
or look our wipe out on WhatsApp.
DMV convention. What's there?
Huh?
It's called DMV convention. DMV.
Oh, the DMV.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, type in ODDUA DMV convention. ODDUA DMV convention.
Because the more no time to register because now my boy are here but so I'm just saying I see no much be me to go and the hammer here so man me register don't me register. Okay, it's called the DMV chapter ODDUA.
I just sent out something reminder that we have to grow this membership so everybody will get it. Okay. Maka ndị nọ on the DMV ODDUA DMV convention well Lieutenant Colonel Frank Ogono, Ikembe Ezumba, Chris Akunne, Siosefo, Anuna, Adora Welokwa, Abuchi Eje, Tony Ikeme, Chika Akanebu, and me. Then I get yes, I got add yes, we'll rename this. I get rename here DMV group. It's ODDUA DMV. We'll take our convention. So we now add more names. They have a planning committee in the plan of the convention. So I can add.
So I was as all those names added. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, when I'm add the group.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in. Though, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Easter. And I want to get
my able president.
I get man. Okay, guys, I say I get man. So Benson, thank you.